Love is Blind isn't about romance anymore, it's about outrage. Love is Blind's roots as a reality TV dating experiment have long been one of the most scarring reminders of the show's true intent, and as it continues to move further away from its premise, it's clear that it's no longer about romance but instead, outrage. Love is Blind Season 9, currently airing on Netflix, has had its fair share of tough moments. Love is Blind has produced some successful couples dating as far back as its first season. The show has more couples who have broken up than ones who have stayed together. Statistically, that makes sense with roughly 5 or 6 couples per season making it past the pods, but the glaring number of splits has been tough for some to swallow. While Love is Blind Season 9's couples all appear to be heading toward a rocky fate, the endgame doesn't feel important to the series. Instead, the show positions itself as a look into the turmoil that the participants go through, rather than a search for romance. Asking if Love is Blind may be the through line, but answering that question has never been easier. Love is Blind's documentary-style roots have faded through recent seasons. The show feels more polished than past seasons. As Love is Blind worked through its pain points within its first season, viewers saw a somewhat different version of the show than what exists now. Love is Blind Season 1, which followed a group of singles from the Atlanta area, worked hard to establish itself as a different reality TV dating show than the rest of the crowded pack. Focusing on the couples learning about each other once they built a foundation in the pods, Love is Blind Season 1 made it clear that the relationships weren't always going to be the epitome of romance, but that made them more realistic. Focusing on the drama in some circumstances, Love is Blind's early seasons took a more docuseries-style approach while maintaining a high Netflix quality. Though the show was able to move through its first few seasons without making alterations to the experiment, the fact that Love is Blind films about a year in advance of the series being released helped keep the authenticity of the show at a series high. Without exposure to the outside world, early Love is Blind took on a slightly more reliable quality than its later seasons. As the show has moved through its highly popular run, Love is Blind's authenticity has been called into question more than once. With participants now well aware of the series, it's sometimes tough to gauge whether they're there for love or fame. Love is Blind has leaned into this deception, but it's been the wrong choice for a show searching for authenticity at every turn. Love is Blind is more focused on drama than genuine human interaction. The series often looks for loose ends to tease out. While the basis of reality TV often sees people watching the toughest moments in other people's lives, Love is Blind takes this to an entirely new level. Love is Blind has often tried to make it clear that they're documenting all the pieces of the participants' relationships, but the show has struggled in recent seasons to seem like it's giving the participants any tools to succeed. As a reality TV dating show, Love is Blind doesn't bring in extra fluff when it comes to the couple's relationships. After meeting in the pods and getting engaged, the couples meet face-to-face, take a luxurious vacation together, and get thrust into dramatic situations consistently until their wedding day arrives. While the couples have a chance, the show itself has built a framework that makes it tough. Focusing on drama, Love is Blind has made it tough for viewers to engage with the romantic elements of the series. While viewers often root for specific couples to succeed, the pairs being set up to fail makes it hard to believe that success will come from the experiment. Instead, the voyeuristic nature of reality TV infuses with Love is Blind and creates car crash-level drama. Love is Blind's reputation has set the show up for failure. Struggled to connect with audiences. On top of the fact that Love is Blind has had a hard time finding contestants who build genuine connections in the experiment, the show has been facing some difficult legal battles over the last few years. After being sued by several former Love is Blind participants, the show's production company, Kinetic Content, has been trying to keep things calm but hasn't found success. Love is Blind's former participants have accused the production team behind the series of inhumane treatment. With participants citing lack of compensation, inadequate food and rest, producers pushing participants to consume alcohol on camera, and other poor conditions that have led to safety concerns, Love is Blind has found itself in hot water consistently over the years. With viewers catching wind of the lawsuits against the show, it's clear that some are watching Love is Blind with the intention of figuring out whether or not the participants are telling the truth. While the show itself still has fans who are watching for the joy of the experiment, the dark cloud that the LIB legal issues have cast has been hard to escape. Love is Blind's an industry standout, but for the wrong reasons. The show's unfocused nature isn't built to last. As a reality TV series, Love is Blind is a standout for its premise, but the execution lets the show down at nearly every turn. While the pod phase of the experiment is typically the most interesting part of each season, Love is Blind's connections are built on a flimsy foundation that often fails to solidify a real relationship. Instead, viewers are left watching weeks of cringe-worthy drama. Throughout Love is Blind's run, it's emerged that the show treats love and relationship success as an afterthought, chasing the drama of the relationships it creates collapsing instead. Love is Blind's participants, who have altered their lives and complain of the struggle the series presents, are placed in difficult situations that will create intense drama instead of allowing for natural progress. Love is Blind's strange choice to chase outrage and create controversial, clippable moments from its relationships takes away from its unique premise. As the series continues to bring participants into the experiment, it's lost its focus and instead has found ways to keep viewers invested. Championing drama over a genuine look at the show's relationships, Love is Blind's made its stance on romance clear. Are Madison and Joe still together after Love is Blind? She's not holding back about their relationship. Madison Maidenberg is dropping major clues about whether or not she's still with Joe Ferrucci after their appearance on Love is Blind Season 9. Joe, a 29-year-old sales professional, and Madison, a 28-year-old UX/UI designer, had a light-hearted, giggle-filled connection in the pods, but things got off to a rocky start in an awkward first meeting after their proposal. Joe appeared nervous and let slip that Madison didn't look the way he expected her to. Those issues continued as the episodes progressed, with Joe revealing that he typically dates more petite women. The couple argue over Joe's partying. Joe later tells Madison that it doesn't feel human that she is so sure about him, and one argument in Denver even leads to Madison taking off her engagement ring. With only a few episodes to go until their wedding, Madison is speaking out about their relationship, and it's pretty revealing. Are Madison and Joe still together after Love is Blind Season 9? Madison and Joe do not appear to be together anymore. Madison has been speaking out about the terrible mental state she was in after her engagement to Joe, revealing that she developed an eating disorder after comments he made about her looks. We're guessing from her post-show interviews that they are no longer together. Joe did mention to me that he usually dates. He said it to me as more petite women. You know, when we date, typically our partners are attracted to us and we're attracted to our partners, Madison said on an October 9th episode of the Vile Files podcast. Honestly, from that comment, I kind of developed an eating disorder moving forward. Madison said she's healthy now, but added that watching the show, which was filmed in the spring of 2024, has been disheartening. It was really hurtful, she said. Again, it was inside thoughts being said out loud that didn't need to be said, and it made me really sad that instead of this being about our connection, it became about my appearance. It opened the door for the rest of the world to comment further than they already will, because of what comes with scrutiny of being on a show like this. Madison also hinted that she and Joe had broken up in an October 8th interview with Glamour, crediting her current positive mental state to a great therapist. We'll have to watch the rest of Love is Blind to see exactly how Madison and Joe's relationship plays out, but we're not expecting to hear them say, "I do." Who pays for the engagement ring on Love is Blind? A full breakdown. With how much drama unfolds during Love is Blind, we usually don't spend a lot of time thinking about the engagement ring. But when Season 9's Anton Yerish mentioned that he spent $5,000 on his ring for Ali Lima, who thought her fiancé should have spent at least double, we found ourselves wondering about the bling. How much do the contestants typically spend? What goes into the process of picking a ring out? Does Netflix help with the down payment? We need to know all of the behind-the-scenes details, and luckily, Love is Blind creator Chris Cullen has them. Keep reading for everything he said about who pays for the engagement ring on Love is Blind. A full breakdown. With how much drama unfolds during Love is Blind, we usually don't spend a lot of time thinking about the engagement ring. But when Season 9's Anton Yerish mentioned that he spent $5,000 on his ring for Ali Lima, who thought her fiancé should have spent at least double, we found ourselves wondering about the bling. How much do the contestants typically spend? What goes into the process of picking a ring out? Does Netflix help with the down payment? We need to know all of the behind-the-scenes details, and luckily, Love is Blind creator Chris Cullen has them. Keep reading for everything he said about the engagement ring process. Who pays for the ring on Love is Blind? Turns out that Anton didn't actually fork over any cash of his own for Ali's ring, unless he paid extra.